Find out the topic name, number system, algebra, mensuration, geometry, ratio proportion, data handling, and so on. Click, suppose you want to get the study material of ratio proportion, click on it. And here you can find out lots of subtopics like concept of ratio. So here you can find out lots of questions related to this topic. And let's explore worksheets. For worksheet, let's click on maths, select your grade, let's select class 5th. Okay, so here we can see lots of topics. Let's select shapes and angles, and here we can find out lots of subtopics. Let's click on drawing angles. Here we can find out worksheet for the given topic. If we click on next, you will get furthermore questions related to this topic. Okay, now let's get back to our session. So here today we'll be learning about division. Okay, so let's see what this statement is saying. Dolma took a loan from a friend to buy a moped for rupees 9588. She has to pay it back in equal amounts every month for 6 months. How much will she have to pay every month? She asked her children to calculate. For that, we can see two calculation here. Here it says her daughter did it in this way. In this calculation, we can see that 9588 is getting divided by 6, and here we can see lots of calculation. On the other side, we can see her son started this way. Now you complete it. Okay, so let's calculate for her son. Okay, so here 6 has been multiplied by 1. 6 times 1 gives us 6000. Okay, so it means that 6000 is being subtracted from 9588. If we do so, let's see how much we will get. If we take away 0 from 8, we will get 0. Pardon, here it is going to be 8. Again 0 is being subtracted from 8, here we will get 8. And if we take away 0 from 5, we will get 5. And if we take away 6 from 9, we will get 3. So we get how much? We get 3588. Now we should think of a number so that if we multiply it by 6, we should be getting our answer near to 3588. So what could be that number? If we times 500 by 6, we will get how much? 6 times 0 is going to be 0. Again 6 times 0 is going to be 0. 5 times 6 is going to be 30. So we get how much? We get 3000. So it means that we have multiplied 6 by which number? It is 500. So 1000 at the top will be writing 500. And how much we need to take away? We need to take away 3000. If we do so, let's solve it here. 0 take away from 8 is going to be 8. Here again also it will be 8. Here it will be 5. And 3 take away 3 gives us 0. So we get how much? We get 588. Now again we will be doing the same thing. We should think of a number so that if we times it by 6, we should be getting our number near to 588. But make sure that it should be less than 588. So what could be that number? Let's try 90. 90 times 6 is going to be how much? 6 times 0 is 0. 5 times 6 times 9 is 54. So we get how much? We get 540. So 500 add how much? It is going to be 90. And we'll be writing 540 here. Subtraction here. And we get how much? We get, wait a second, we should be writing 548 here. Wait a second. $588 take away 540. We get how much? We get 48 here. Now we need to divide 48 by 6, which is pretty easy. So it means that we should times 6 by 8. So 6 times 8 gives us 48. So we'll be writing 48 here. 48 take away 48 gives us 0. So let's write down 0 here. So here we get 1000 add 500 add 90 add 8. So now we should add them. 1000 add 500 add 90 add 8. If we add them together, we get 1598. So this is the answer which we are getting here, 1598. Let's figure it out what is the answer in case of her daughter. Okay, for that we need to add these given numbers. 500 add 500 add another 500 add 90 add 8. So let's check it out how much we are getting. On adding them together, we get the same answer, which is 1598. So in both the cases we are getting the same answer. So it means that both of them are absolutely correct. So we can say that Dolma has to pay how much? She has to pay a sum of 1598 every month for 6 months to her friend. Okay, so here we can say that both of them get the same answer, because on adding them together the answer is 1598, which is same. Okay, I think it must be clear to you. Now let's move towards our next slide. Okay, so here comes our practice time. So let's have some practice. Here it says try to solve these using as few steps as you can. So it means that we have to use few steps in solving these given questions. Okay, so let's do it together. let's solve question A first, in which we have to divide 4228 by 4. So how we are going to solve it? Here we have to divide our first number, which is 4. So we'll be dividing 4 by 4. So therefore we should times it by 4 by 1. 4 times 1 gives us 4. So we'll be writing 4 here. Our next step is to subtract. So we get 4 take away 4 would be 0. Now the next step is we have solved for this 4. Now we need to solve for this 2. So next step is to bring it down. We will bring this 2 down. Okay. Now it means that we need to divide 2 by 4. So we should be multiplying by which number to get number near to this 2? Is there any number? Even if we times it by 1, we are getting 4. But we need to divide 2. As if we multiply 4 by 1, we are getting 4, which is more than 2. So it means that we cannot subtract larger number from the smaller one. Therefore, in that case, we should times 4 by 0. So 4 times 0 gives us 0, which we will be writing here. So it means that if we take away 0 from 2, we get 2. Now again, we will be following the same step, which is to bring this 2 down. On bringing this 2 down, our number becomes how much? It becomes 22. Now we need to divide 22 by 4. So therefore, we should times 4 by 5. 4 times 5 gives us 20. So let's write down 20 here. We need to take away 20 from 22. We get 2 here, and here it will be 0. Now we need to bring this down 8. It means that we have to divide 28. And to get 28, we should times 4 by 7. So 4 times 7 gives us 28. So 28 take away 28 gives us 0. So our answer for this question is 1057. 1057 is the answer for question A. Now let's solve for question B. Let's do it here. $770 divided by 22. So the first number which we'll be dividing is 7. So we need to multiply 22 by which number to get number around 7? If we times it by 1, we are getting 22, which is more than 7. So therefore, in that case, we should times it by 0. 22 times 0 gives us 0. We should take away 0 from 7, and we get 7. Now the next step is to bring it down. We'll bring this down 7 right here, and our number becomes 77. It means that we need to divide 77 by 22. So for that, we should times 22 by which number to get number around 77? It is going to be 3. 22 times 3 gives us 66. So 66 here. It means that we need to take away 66 from 77, and we get 11. Okay. Now the next step is to bring it down. What we supposed to bring it down? We are supposed to bring it down this 0. So let's write down 0 here. Now the next number which we have to divide is 110. Do 110 comes in the times table of 22? Yes. For that, We should times 22 by which number to get 110? It is 5. 22 times 5 gives us 110. So 110 takes away 110 gives us 0, and our final answer for this question is 35. So 35 is the answer for question B. Now let's solve for question C. In question C, we have to divide 9872 divided by 8. So let's solve it right here. 9872 divided by 8. So 8 times 1 gives us, we will start with this 9. So we times 8 by 1. 8 times 1 gives us 8. If we take away 8 from 9, we get 1. Okay. Now the next step is to bring it down. What we will bring it down? We will bring this down 8. So our number become how much? It become 18. Now it means that we need to divide 18 by 8. For that, we should times 8 by 2 to get number around 18. And if we multiply 8 by 2, we get 16. 16 take away. If we take away 16 from 18, we get 2. Now similarly, we'll be following the same approach where we will bring this down 7, and our number become how much? 26. It becomes 7, and our number become 27. So now we need to divide 27 by 8. So therefore we should times 8 by a number so as to get number near to 27. What could be that number? It will be 3. 8 times 3 gives us 24. If we take away 4 from 7, we get 3 here and 0 right here. Now after dividing this 27 by 8, we get 3 here. Now the next step is to bring this down 2. So now our number become how much? It become 32. And so we should be multiplying 8 by which number to get 32? It will be 4. So 8 times 4 gives us 32, and our final answer become 0. Here it becomes 0. So here how much we get here? It is 1234. So it means that on dividing 9872 by 8, we get 1234. Okay. Now let's solve question D, where we can see that 672 is getting divided by 21. (672) divided by 21. So here we'll be starting with this 6. Okay, so we'll be multiplying 20 by which number to get number near to 6? It will be 0. 21 times 0 gives us 0. So it means that we need to take away 0 from 6. We get 6 here. Now next step is to bring it down. What we will bring it down? We will bring it down 7. And on doing so we get our number become how much? It becomes 67. So it means that we need to divide 67 by 21. For that we should times 21 by which number? It will be, let's check it out here. Will it be 3? 3 times 1 gives us 3 and 3 times 2 gives us 6. We get 63. Yes, it will be 3. So let's write down 3 at the top, 6 here, 3 here. If we take away 3 from 7, we get 4 here. And 60 away 6 gives us 0. We get 4. Now the next step is to bring it down. We will bring this 2 down and it become 42. So do 42 comes in the times table of 21? Yes, it comes. And for that we need to multiply 21 by 2. So 21 times 2 gives us 42. And here our answer becomes 0. So our final answer is 32. Now let's solve for E, in which we can see that 772 is getting divided by 7. Let's solve it here. $772. Let's write it first. 772 is getting divided by 7. So here we will be dividing 7, this 7 by this 7. Is it possible to divide? Yes, it is absolutely possible. So therefore we should times 7 by 1. So 7 times 1 gives us 7. Let's write down 7 here. If we take away 7 from this 7, we get 0. Now the next step is to bring it down. We will bring down the next number, which is 7. So we will bring this down 7 right here. So here again we need to divide this 7 by 7. So therefore we should times it by 1. So 7 times 1 gives us 7. 7 take away 7 will be 0. Okay. So now our next step is to bring it down, and what we will bring it down? We will bring it down 2. So therefore we need to divide 2 by this 7. As 2 is less than 7, so therefore we should times 7 by which number? To get number near to 2, it will be 0. 7 times 0 will be 0. So if we take away 0 from 2, we get 2. So it means that we can't, we are getting remainder of 2, not 0. So it means that we cannot divide 772 completely by 7. Okay. So our answer will be 110 remainder 2. Okay. Now let's try the last one, question number F. Let's do it here. 639 divided by 13. So we will start with this 6. So 13 times by which number to get near to 6? To get number near to 6, it will be 0. 30 times 0 will be 0. So we will take away 0 from 6. We will get 6 here. Now next step is to bring it down. We will bring this 3 down and our number become how much? 63. So we should think of a number so that if you multiply it by 13, we should be getting number near to 63. What could be that number? It will be, would it be 4? Let's check it out here. 13 times 4. 3 times 4 gives us 12. So let's write down 2 here, 1 here. 4 times 1 is 4 and we get 5. So we get 52. Yes, is 52 near to 63? Yes, it is near to 63. So therefore 13 times 4 gives us 52. It means that we need to take away 52 from 63. On doing so, we get how much? 2 take away 3 gives us 1. If we take away 5 from 6, we get 1. Okay, so we are getting 11. Now the next step is to bring this down 9. On doing so, our number become 119. So we should think of a number so that if we multiply it by 13, we should be getting a number near to 119. So if we times it by 10, we get 30 times 10 gives us 130. But 130 is more than 119 and we can't take away 130 from 119. So therefore, in that case, let's times it by 9. So 13 times 9 gives us how much? Let's do it here. 13 times 9. 3 times 9 gives us 27. So let's write down 7 here. 2 will be regrouped to the next column. 9 times 1 is 9 and we'll be adding this 2 and it become 11. So 13 times 9 gives us 117. So 13 times 9 gives us 117. And we get how much? We get 2. Now there is no number to bring it down, so we are left with 2. So it means that our remainder is 2. We can't divide 639 completely by 13. So we can say that the answer for this question would be 49 remainder 2, which we can write it in this way. Let me tell you how. 49 remainder 2. So this is our answer for question F. Okay, I hope this must be clear to you all. Okay, so as our session time is about to end, let's have a quick review of things which we have learned today. Okay, so in this session we have learned about division. Okay, so we have solved this question in which we have gone through with two calculation, and these two calculation is performed by Dolma's daughter and Dolma's son. When her daughter calculated this division, she got this much of it. On adding these given numbers, we get how much? We get 1598. But Dolma's son has solved it in some other way. Instead of multiplying it by 500, her son has multiplied by 1000. So if we solve it in this way, we are getting the same answer. Only the difference is that the difference is of number of steps. Dolmas has times it by a number which is something else, like she has multiplied it by 500, but her son has multiplied it by 1000. So if we times it by a bigger number, our number of steps gets fewer. So only the difference is of numbers of steps. So it's better to eliminate, it's better to avoid extra steps. Okay, so both of them are getting the same answer. If we involve long steps, then our division might be time consuming one. So we should try to avoid bigger steps. Okay, and we have also learned about some practice questions in which we have solved this given 6 questions. Okay, first we how we perform division, we first start dividing the first number. After that we bring it down the next number, then we think of a number, so that if we times it by given divisor, we should multiply it by that number. Okay, and then again we perform subtraction, then again we bring it down. So we keep on repeating these steps again and again until unless we get 0 at the very end. Even if we don't get 0 at the very end, so it means that we can't divide that number completely by our divisor. Okay, so in that case we can write our answer in terms of remainder, as we did here, 49 remainder 2. Okay, so these are the things which we have learned today, and please don't forget to revise it. Now I am going to end the session. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.